Good afternoon, everyone. Maloa here. We are back in Lord of the Rings. We have some major updates for today that I am so glad to be able to share with you. Update 41 is called On the Wing, and we get a major hobby this time around bird watching. We've been waiting for years to have a new hobby, so I'm really looking forward to diving into that a little bit today and seeing how all of that plays out. But before we get into that, I do want to mention a couple of other things that's coming out tomorrow. So, first of all, we've got the Heart Attack crafting event that'll be launching tomorrow. You'll be able to pick this up right outside of Thorin's Hall. There'll be one every hour, I believe that they were saying, and you'll be focusing on prospecting and cooking, but there'll also be actually, if you don't have a prospect or a cook, you'll still be able to participate. You'll just have a different set of quests to go do. Now, I'm really excited about this because last time when we just had the woodcutter show, was kind of stupid because only one class could do it, and if you didn't have that craft, then it was a waste of your time. So I'm glad they took that feedback, implemented a way that there's two crafts that are now available, plus there'll be stuff to do if you don't have to happen to have that craft. So I may hop on tomorrow and do a live stream for that. We'll end up seeing what there will happen. There's also been some major updates to the Lore Master. I am not going to spend any time going into that because Lore Master is not a class that I really play. I do have some friends that are working on it, working through all those changes. I'll probably wait for the dust to settle a little bit before I actually play my Lore Master again and try and see what all that is all about. But exciting news, we have two legendary servers that will be going live tomorrow. One is called Mordor and the other one is Angmar. And there's gonna be a twist this time on these legendary worlds, and we're gonna actually have world bosses for the first time. This event is called Veil of the Nine, and enjoy the Tales of Middle Earth chapter by chapter. So we'll be going up. Maximum level will be 50, and they'll eventually increase it all the way up to where we are today at 150. But the cool thing is that there's gonna be these random shades. There'll be lessers, and then there'll be some of the nine will also make appearances throughout the world, and we'll need to rush there and then collectively kill them, and we'll see how hard they are. I'm hoping they're tough. I'm hoping like we can get 50 people in there trying to kill it. If it's just like 4 or 5, I'm like, that's not any more than what we had for, um, war bosses when we were in Rohan. So it'll be nice if there's like some massive world boss that we all gotta rush towards to go kill so we can get the kill and all that stuff. We'll see how that goes. A couple of things to note if you want to play on the servers. If you are in Europe, you'll want to pick the Mordor server. If you're in the US, you'll want to pick the Angmar server because this is the first time that SSG will actually have a server in Europe, and that'll be the Mordor one. So be advised of that. The other thing that you'll need to know is you'll need to be a VIP in order to play this. That means, yes, you do need the monthly subscription in order to play um, play on the Angmar or Mordor. And then lastly, this will be the first 64-bit servers that they're rolling out. So if your machine is not compatible with 64 bits, you will probably have a lot of troubles and might not even be able to load them up. So those are the three things that you'll need to make sure that you can do. Now, without further ado, we're just gonna jump in. I want to look at this bird watching. I've heard rumors about it. I've been really looking forward to it. So let's just see what they have to say. A new hobby is now available in the Lord of the Rings Online. Discover and track birds throughout Middle Earth and earn new rewards. Players can visit a hobby master in any of the locations throughout the world to get started, including the last homely house and the Hall of Fire, Arnfin and 21st Hall, Dol Amroth, Henry Oakeshott at the Scholar's Stair Archives in Bree, and a couple other places. Equip your Birdwatcher's kit and locate birds while traveling. Use a birding skill called Spot Bird to determine what bird, if any, is discovered. Once you spot bird, a 30-second channeling begins, during which you will get 3 bird watching execution chances at random intervals. So it sounds very much like fishing, where there's a channeling session, you gotta do something in order for it to activate. Successfully executing the skill during each of these opportunities will allow you to find rarer birds. Discovered birds are entered as a stamp into a new tab in the collections panel created for birding. The collections panel can be accessed through the main menu or by pressing Shift C. Birdwatchers kits can be purchased from any of the supplier vendor. Leveling up your birding gives you a chance to discover rarer birds. When you train birding, you will get text showing you which regions birds can be found in, and birds can be found in any outdoor areas in those regions. Currently, birding is possible in Forest Shell, Angmar Arid Loon, Evendim, North Downs, Misty Mountains, the Shire, Breeland, Lowlands, Cardolan, Trollshaw, Swanfleet, Eregion, Enidwaith, and Dunland. So pretty much everything west of Moria, more or less. West of Moria and Isengard is where you'll be able to go do some bird watching. After 20 birding attempts in a region, the area will grow cold and you'll need to travel to a different region to continue or wait for the cooldown to end. All right, let's hop on in. We are going to go to Bree and go to the Scholar Stair archives. Make sure I've got my audio turned on a little bit. There we go. Let's head on up here. I'm gonna cut through here and take the back stair. Wait. Crap, I missed it. Let's try that again. I missed a turn. Here we go. Now this also happens to be the person that you talk to for the fishing, so it's the hobby master. Learn birding.
How can I be of service?
Have you always wondered what birds would call these lands theirs? From snowy mountain tops to the lowest wetlands, there are many birds ready to be discovered. With the birding hobby, you can explore the lands to record which birds can be found in various regions. Equip your birding kit and travel to any region scouted for birds by Middle-earth explorers. When you arrive, you can begin to search for birds using your birding action button. You will have several opportunities to spot birds with each attempt, and will need to press your birding action button again each time you catch sight of a possible bird. When the spyglass is held up to your eye, for each time you successfully press the birding action button during these windows, you will open yourself to finding a rarer bird from that region. Keep looking for birds until you find all the birds of each region. Just be aware that after a while of attempts in one region, the birds will have grown weary of your presence, and you will need to come back later to be able to spot more birds in that area. Each successful bird you have spotted will be recorded in the birding section of your collection panel, so go out and spot them all. Minimum level is 5, and then it just lists all the areas that we already looked at. Okay. Now I've got this new basic birding kit. And got the instructions. Let's make sure we put that down there. If I right click on it, nothing while you're inside. Makes sense. Let's go outside. I just want to get outside too, into nature. Although I don't even know if that's gonna matter, but we're here at Westgate. Debris. Probably need to go to hobbies. Make sure I do that. That's the actual birding skill. And then I've got to make sure, just like I have the fishing rod equipped, that I have that equipped. Okay. Now let's look. New deed. Birds of Lowlands. Common and uncommon. Deed bestowed. I collected the swift. And then let's go to the collections panel. Now, where is the collections panel? There's collections. Shift C. There's the new birds. And I found one. So, dang, there's a lot of birds to find. Okay, okay. Let's try again. Looking, looking. Found something. Clicking on it. Looking, looking. Found something. Clicking on it. Looking. Found something. Clicking on it. No? Yeah, that worked. Jackdaw. Let's now do one where I'm not clicking at all. So if I'm correct, like if I don't click at all, I shouldn't get it, right? Okay, yeah. So you gotta click it every time that you reach into the pocket and you pull out the watching glass. It's like you're calling the bird and then you're seeing it. Now you're calling the bird again. Now you're seeing it. You're calling the bird. And you're seeing it. When you get the green above your head, it means that you were successful. Okay. Probably didn't get any new one that time. Is there a... I wanna... advancement mode. Let's see if there's anything in the text that'll pop up. Whistling. Looking. Whistling again. Looking. And whistling. And looking. And now I got Birds of the Shire. I got another one. Okay. Let's actually just pop over to another region. Go to Michael Dalvin. See what it looks like over there. I found a couple so far. This is definitely not something that I would go out of my way to do, I think. But if I was just running around. Yay! Alright, well, that gives you all an idea of how to do that. Short video today. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting.